Yes.
Turn your hair.
You said what? Oh man.
Hey, everybody.
What's up,
Hi,
everybody?
Hello, hello,
everybody.
hello, hello, hello. I know it might be a minute before somebody come in here, child. It's gonna be
Baby.
I'm a
Let me share.
2024. Y'all come on in, baby. Come on
First of all,
in.
I need y'all to
Nobody.
understand this is the first time. This is the first time I can laugh fully. Like all my teeth are in. I ain't got no gaps. I ain't
Hold
gotta be like,
on, what?
Hello.
I ain't know this friend.
yep.
Hey, y'all,
Oh,
speak to us
See,
again
go
all the way
ahead.
back
so we
there.
can see.
You
Y'all
know,
make
because
sure to go
normally,
share it.
yeah, I'm getting ready to share it now. Normally, I have to, cut my smile off.
Mine coming, baby.
It ain't coming, is it? Okay.
So
I
what'd you
see
do,
people on here.
Pauletta?
Huh?
What'd you do?
I got I
Let
don't know.
me know who you are. Come
I
in.
don't know if it's a bridge. I don't know if it's a
That's what
bridge.
it's called. That's what it
Okay.
is.
Yeah. And then I had a gap and they just threw a tooth in there in the bridge to fill in the
Got
gap.
it.
Paula, why are you telling me all of this?
Because I was just saying this is the first time that we've been on live
Just
or
they threw a tooth in there and
but
whew.
I'm just saying because like I can smile whole and not be like I'm just saying.
Y'all see the car that crashed into Birmingham Starbucks.
No. Hey Tareka, what's up, Tambra?
Hey, y'all.
What's up, y'all? It's good. It's
Hey
good to have
everybody.
some faithful folk.
And I say we're not gonna be on here long tonight. We say that every time, but no, like we're really not going
We're
to
not
be
gonna
on
be
here.
before you long.
We're not gonna be before you long because I'm trying to tell you I don't even have the capacity. I am so out of it. Like
What's up, Laurel?
on fumes. But we are so excited about season 4. And I can't even tell you what our
The
first
Quattro.
episode. But when we drop them, you'll see them.
Oh,
Because I don't even remember. I said I was going to look them up.
hold
So I
on.
guess I'll be doing that. So, Paula, to you while I do that. Talk to you about
Okay,
season
because
4.
you sound like Star Trek. Are we hopefully we're sounding clear.
I hear you.
But oh, you do? Okay, you sound like you're breaking up, but I mean, I don't know how it sounds for everybody else. But I don't know, like today was my first day back at work, and it was a whew.
You
I
bad.
stayed, yeah, I didn't stay long.
Ah!
I did not stay long because I just couldn't. So a couple of coworkers, we went to the Char Bar, which is really nice. They had their food is so good. Like I was like, okay, I'm definitely gonna be back. And we took like a 3 hour lunch, and then
And you went to
came back.
work? Make sure you tell the people that you're not an influencer and that you actually
Come on, that's what she said he is.
Hey, okay, let me. So is it breaking up on y'all's end, or is it
yeah.
just okay? Tambra, Laurel, y'all tell us if y'all can hear us clearly or not,
I
because it's
had you
breaking.
like,
Yeah, we can't hear you. So is it everybody that's breaking up, or is it just Lynn?
Just lean.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me see.
I can
Connect.
get off if I want to keep it going and I get off. I mean, I can go back
I'm
to
the only
sleep.
one with my whole government name
No.
on it.
What?
Let
Okay.
me see.
Okay. She said I can hear you. Okay. Hey, Halo. Hey, what's up, Halo? So,
I'm going.
Jaquise, what'd you do today?
Today. Ooh. Well,
I
most of
like
my
those
days.
Shirley Temple curls.
Thank you, friend. They are lasting. I was told that they would last, so I'm grateful they lasted. My days are pretty much built around what RJ got
Hey,
going on.
Bella.
Hey,
What's up,
y'all.
Talia?
Oh, that's Halo. Hey, Halo. But I've been studying. I have a test Friday. I don't want to go into detail about it yet. Y'all just pray my strength, okay? Because I'm gonna be celebrating Friday and Saturday. Praise the Lord. I'm already claiming it. So
You better wear your running shoes for Sunday.
oh, shy. So I'm studying. That's what I was doing. I'm like, I gotta pull in them old skills. It's been a long time since I've had to study outside
Okay.
of ministry.
Okay.
So that's what I was doing today, studying and taking folk to trainings and basketball practice.
Juniper, what about you? What'd you do today?
Work. I went to
Okay.
work. Yeah, I have to start my work day early because the way my and I'm not ashamed. The way my ADD is set
Of the
up.
gospel. Oh, I thought you were gonna say the gospel. I'm sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
I'm not ashamed as hell. Like the way my ADD is set up, I have to start early, like
Okay.
by myself,
Okay.
because if I don't,
Hey, Jasmine. Go ahead.
I won't get anything done. So
Really?
yeah, no, not at all. No.
Okay. So
Mm.
you work from home and you're hybrid, right? Home and in the office.
I'm hybrid sometimes, and I'm in the office. So I'm in the office on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but I had a contractor to start today. So I had to go in and
Okay.
get him acclimated and everything. And so I I was in office today, so I got
Okay.
there like about 5:30
Okay.
this morning. And I get so much done between 5:30 and 8. You just don't even understand. It's so much
Yeah.
because everybody else is asleep, right? And nobody
Mhm.
else is there. And I'm able to get a lot done in that short period of time to kind of help give me some motivation for the rest of the day because I know I'm going to be pulled,
Right.
in and out. And so, yeah, so I started my day early and then I got off about 3 o'clock and went to go see my nieces. Yeah. So I spent some time.
They're newborns.
There, no, one is 7 and one is 1, and that one year
Okay.
Oh,
old baby,
Okay.
that 1 year
Okay.
old is something else. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah, my brother's grandbabies.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you ain't no great auntie. Lynn, hopefully they can hear you. How was your day today?
We can't hear you,
Yeah.
Lynn.
So
Lynn, we
we
can't
still
hear
can't
you.
hear you. So, well, while Lynn is working on her audio, she having a whole
I'm
conversation,
gonna be
y'all,
like that lady at the police conference.
right? And not even know what was she talking about. But after we got rebuked at TPC yesterday,
Who is
Chris,
we?
Chris preached, and when I tell you, I was up at 5 o'clock in the morning, like, ding, yeah, praying. When I tell you, I was praying so hard, so it was good to be able to get up and pray this morning. I'm telling you, I was telling him I had never been rebuked by a 5-year-old before. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
you got to be
you know, you know, I'm just saying, I'm expecting miracles and I'm sleeping when he waking me up. I mean, every morning this
Ooh.
man touched my bladder. Every morning he touched my bladder and be like, "Come on, wake up." And I'd be like, "Okay." And I run to the bathroom and then yeah, and then I get deep back up under the covers. But yep, we still can't hear you,
Check
Lynn.
your sound
That's so
on
crazy.
your computer. It should be working.
That's because she got a word in her mouth tonight. She got a word.
Lynn is in the stream,
Okay,
y'all.
say
Hold
some.
on.
on their own.
Okay. But yeah, so we are excited about season 4. You
Yeah,
know, we've been doing this when we and I one thing that I noticed is that we have truly evolved, like from being in that studio downtown to like going to Dez's studio, and now we got our own little equipment and a
yeah,
little backdrop or whatever. So like I think that's how you know that you are in the vein, because you can see the progression and the evolution of the podcast. When we were sitting at that little tight card table, remember that?
Wait.
he
What we
said,
won't do is despise humble beginnings, ma'am.
I mean, I'm just saying, but we thank God. We thank God for the small beginnings,
yeah,
but now we're finna elevate even the more for season 4. But I want to ask some of those of you, hey Desi, those of you who are listening, hey Latanya, Lynn is in deep thought. When I say Lynn in deep thought trying to work this thing out,
Lynn getting frustrated, but we gonna come on. Everybody
yeah,
just take a few minutes, touch and agree right now, cause
everybody stretch your hand towards Lynn.
Cause we need her to stay.
Okay, maybe not. So let me ask you this. So those of you who are on here, what do you all have any specific topics you would like us to talk about? I mean, we
Yes,
talk
that's what I wanted to know.
a wide range of things, and of course, none of us are experts in the area, but we definitely make sure that we do our research, especially with our statistician. We make sure that we know at least a little bit of what we're talking about. So for real, y'all, if y'all have any topics that y'all want to talk about, or you want us to talk about, or you're more interested in, if you want to know more about our own personal lives, which obviously we have no lives because I'm here at 8:30 on a Monday on live, instead of being with somebody's son. But
This
Really?
girl is crazy. I promise.
I didn't say, first of all, I didn't say under somebody's son. I just said
Somebody's son gonna find me one day.
One thing we can say about Pauletta Jr. is she is
Fuck that
consistent.
little step too far away.
you said what, Queen?
One thing we can say about Pauletta is she is consistent.
You
She is baby, if don't nobody else know what consistency is, Dr. P knows what consistency is. Have we talked about the fact that you are a doctor since the last
I know.
We haven't. That's huge.
That is really huge. Come on.
Come on, doctor.
What up, Charlotte?
Doctor.
I know, like it's still like surreal. It's still, even when I went to work today, somebody was like, Dr. Brown, I just kept walking. They was like, Pauletta. I was like, oh, hey. But I love it here. I love it here, being, part of the 3% of African American women with doctorates.
Yes.
Let me say real doctorates, not honorary.
Earned, not given, right?
Earned, not given. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't just have to sign my name on the line and give a check. But yeah, I earned this. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? So that's right. Okay, you didn't have to say big doctor, but because I don't know if you're referring to my weight or Lynn, can you hear you?
Okay.
Say something, Lynn.
I can hear you. Y'all
Okay.
can hear me.
Oh, we keep
Okay.
coming in and you come out.
Keep talking.
I'm tired. Y'all go
Oh,
on.
we hear you. We hear you.
We hear you.
We hear you. The people want to hear you. They want to hear that Chema word.
Look at Desiree clapping.
So come on, y'all. We were talking real quick before Lynn throws her iPad across the room. What topics? I know, friend. What topics? Are there any topics that you all would love to hear us talk about? Any topics? Just drop it in the chat, and we'll make sure that we can definitely get that on season 4, season 4. Because we definitely want you all to be involved and partake in the podcast, and have some level of ownership, especially with regards to kind of like the topics. We want to talk about what you all want to know about. So
and while we're waiting on the topics, let's just give a moment of silence for Brother Malcolm Jamal Warner. We done lost him today.
When I tell you he messed up the city with this one,
I can't believe it. Yeah. Oh no.
That hurt my feelings. I ain't gonna tell you no lie now. I'm gonna tell you now.
Yeah, I'm hurt.
This hurt me. This hurt me more than when Mama from Mississippi Mass died, and that hurt me.
Now, yeah.
Did y'all go to the funeral?
Yeah, I did. I left that midway.
What you said, Lynn?
Do y'all know people gonna die?
I love you. When I say I love you,
you gonna die too. How old was the lady from Mississippi?
I mean,
how old was she?
She was a good 90.
Oh, okay. You just thought she would never.
Mid to late 90s.
You thought she wasn't gonna never go.
You know how some people be old when you young and you just be like, oh, like Pearl from 227. Like
Malcolm Jamal Warner, yes. But the lady from Mississippi Mass, no. I mean, it was just any time now.
With
Now
long
God
life,
bless.
long life.
Yeah, don't like her, yeah, but
I still
Malcolm,
was her.
54 years old.
I know. And then it was swimming, like it was an accidental. It was. That's how
Still
come I
that
be scared.
fine?
He drowned.
He drowned. I
But
wonder if
what?
he
No,
was in.
I want to know details. Like, what's the details?
Right, like, and then I want to know: did he drown in the beach or did he drown in the pool?
Now I was reading something on my way here today, and they were saying that he was actually swimming in, like, not a pool.
And
He
so it
was
must
at
have been
the,
the beach because he
he
was
was
in
at the
Costa
beach
Rica.
in Costa Rica,
Yeah,
and they said that a strong current came.
yeah. I'm telling you, you
Took
can't
him.
play with them currents.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't play with them currents.
Now I don't know. That's
That's
allegedly. That's
and that's how
allegedly.
come I won't
That
swim in the beach.
Um,
Yeah,
that
Latanya said it was a rip
absolute.
current. Hey Angela, what's up?
Oh God.
Yeah, they said it was a rip current. You know what I'm saying? And so they say that you have to swim, I think, with the current or something like that. I can't remember which one, but guess who won't be in the beach swimming? Now I'm gonna go about to my ankles. Right. Then it'd be
You know what I'm
jellyfish.
gonna do? Sit in that chair and go to sleep.
talk to the Lord. That's it. I'm telling you, I'm good with talking to him from the sideline. I'm not ready to meet him.
in the air.
I am not. I promise. That's crazy,
I
y'all.
know, but that's how I'll only swim in the pool, especially now that I know how to swim now. I can do backstroke.
When I tell you, if
Breast.
they tell you
Let
you
them know.
can
Let them know,
swim,
friend.
whoa, my
Yeah,
God.
classes. Couple of weeks.
Friend, when you start your classes. Okay, well look, I'll interpret what she's saying. So she starts her swim classes in August. She's very excited, which is a big thing because Lynn was scared of water. But so
Oh
this is
yeah.
monumental for her to be
Water.
taking swims. I'm the fish. I be all in the water, tiptoeing in the 5 feet. You know
You
what
know
I'm
how to
saying?
swim, Junior?
I know how to not drown.
Now that's what's important.
Yeah, I only swim where I feel safe. Like I don't swim if I don't feel safe. Like in other words, I swim at the gym.
What's up, Rotunda? What's up, Krishana? I could teach you. I mean, I could do a little something.
Somebody just asked a question at the bottom.
Who? I can't see it. What does it say?
Okay, Rotunda said, how did y'all come together for this podcast?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Okay.
Lynn, can you talk? Let's see if hopefully she can say something. No? What? This is so crazy. Get out! Get out! Get out! So not me, you, Lynn. I meant the spirit in the.
And she left for real. I should have had my oil today.
And so Rotunda, this is Lynn's brainchild, and literally, like, she prayed about it, and God dropped the names just like that, and it's been chemistry. Hey Courtney, what's up? It's been chemistry ever since. You know what I'm saying? And so and I think it's because we're so regular, like
regular. And
just
all
regular.
different too.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
I'll
regular.
say for me though, I believe God had to speak to me about it because what's interesting is that I was talking to Pauletta about a podcast that I was
I
considering
forgot.
doing.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to Pauletta about a podcast that I was considering doing, but then I was like, like, and
I
then
forgot.
when Lynn
What up, Danny?
reached
Hey.
out, it was immediately yes for me because I know it. God had put podcasts in my spirit, but I did not want to do it by myself.
Okay.
I didn't want to do it by myself, and I know I was going to need some assistance with sharing because I am by nature a very extremely private person. And I knew this was going to challenge me in that area, because it was going to require some authenticity. Yes, I feel like I show up authentically in life, but it's not just in me to share. It's just not. That's not what I do.
Right.
And
Right.
so I knew that because it was for women who, of course, love God, but also are living life, you know what I mean, are
Mhm.
on our various journeys in life. And I knew that, that conversation was going to come up. And so
Mhm.
this challenged me, and I can say that I have grown while doing this. So I thank God for being thought about, but also putting it in
Ooh,
my spirit to do it. Yeah.
ooh, you thought
So
about me.
that good. So, but it has been a live therapy session for me too.
Mhm.
Like I've gone from, because initially it was literally every time we would talk, it'll be like unraveling so much brokenness that I don't think I knew was there. And that's because I was kind of like Juna too, kind of very private.
Mhm.
So doing that, and then I think I've, for myself,
What's up,
sometimes
Pam?
I've kind of wrongfully put blame in other places, and it's made
Mhm.
me look at myself
Mhm.
a whole lot. And now I'm more open to seeing where I need to work,
Mm.
where I
Yeah.
need listening to different point of views, and then learning that my opinion, not just my singing voice, matters. Like it has. I've always been a
Good.
very smart, like researching person, but this has just pushed me to come out of my comfort zone, and I'm hoping that has, while we're being that transparent, that it's helped others
Yeah.
like coming to that newness, because that was not easy for me, but it was needed.
Mhm.
So I enjoy y'all. Plus, I get to laugh all the time, and that's
Because I mean, that's about all that data and laughing is about all you contribute.
y'all hear her how she be coming for me. I,
That's
when
what
I
it.
come
But
back from her, I'm gonna
I
come from
think it's.
old and new.
I think it's. I think it's dope because I think all four of us are introverts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? But it's like when
By
the
nature.
by nature, we're all introverts, but when we're on, we're on. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And like I love this because it's an opportunity just to talk, to crack jokes. Cause this is all I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Is just talk and crack jokes. But so Pam, what's up, Pam? I don't know if I spoke to you. And please let me pronounce this. Norethian Grooms. I hope I'm pronouncing it. Is that anybody's friend?
That's
Norethian, I want
Jay.
to make sure I'm pronouncing it right. Huh?
That's Jay.
Who's Jay? Okay. Is that how you pronounce her name?
That's a man.
I'm sorry, Norethian.
That's my man.
Oh, oh, okay.
Get
Nori
off
is
of that.
Ooh, and ooh,
okay.
you heard that, didn't you?
Because I was like, I'm like, well, how Nebuchadnezzar get on here? But
Did you see what Halo said, Pop Little?
okay, I'm gonna go back to Halo. Halo said, I'm new to the podcast, but a topic I'd like to hear, if not already discussed, is developing as a woman of God, learning to pray, growing your relationship with Christ. Um, dang. Growing your relationship with Christ, building a village. Okay, we could definitely do that. I mean, I think we kind of weave that into every time we're talking because we're all in some form of ministry. So we're always talking about, our personal lives and personal challenges, as women in ministry. But we can definitely, infuse that more or just dedicate a whole show to like, you know, being a woman in ministry, challenges and all of that. Let's see. Wow, Jaquees, just not just my singing voice. That was good, Queese, what you did say that, because and I'm gonna say this, Queese, I think it is good for you because people are seeing you in a whole different light.
Yeah.
Like you have really blossomed into a rose. You know what I'm saying? I think that you were closed up. It just I'm just relegated to the singing world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so,
Yeah.
but to now to hear you just sharing, personal things, your journey of grief and grieving your mom and all of that stuff, like I think you're becoming more human to
Yeah.
people, and more people can touch you more. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think that if anything else that might have come out of the podcast, I think that definitely came up out of the podcast, definitely. You know what I'm saying? But I like the fact that we're all transparent in some form of fashion, and we accept each other's differences. The fact that Juna got ADHD or Tourette's, and we'll just
It's
blurt out something.
ADD. The H ain't in there.
Okay.
Just got lightheaded.
Okay. So she's ADD, and has a hint, just the razzle dazzle of Tourette's, but we accept that. You all accept my inappropriateness, saying things that are inappropriate. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't have Tourette's.
What do we?
Sorry.
You just yell out inappropriate. I mean, when it don't be inappropriate things, you just yell out. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll be talking and you'll be like, the sky is beautiful.
No.
But
no.
Okay. So that is hey Monica. Hey Monica.
Danny Chester just said something.
Hey Regina, I'm just speaking to everybody. I also go back and forth up in episodes. She says I like it here. Okay, that's what I love the most, transparency. Yes, I mean, because I just think people don't get healed when you be like, the Lord paid my telephone bill. Like the people ain't concerned about, that ain't healing nobody. Folks want to know how you overcoming smoking weed. How did you overcome that porn addiction? Masturbate, like all of that stuff. Like how, that's what people want to know, because this is real things that people are struggling with. You know what I'm saying?
But we have not talked about that.
What?
We have not talked about that.
Oh, but I'm just saying, when if it comes up, well, maybe we could talk about that this what you call it, this season. You know what I'm saying?
Look at Lynn.
Look at it.
Thank you, Monica, for saying this is good. People, I'm not saying that we are struggling with those things, but I'm just.
No, I'm not saying we have not talked about that in deliverance.
All right, I'm just gonna shut up. I ain't gonna say nothing.
No, you don't have to shut up. But you're right. You're right. But I do believe that we have. What I love about what we do is that we're not driven by pop culture.
Yeah, that's good.
It's not gossipy. You know what I mean? It's not about talking about the latest and but really
pertinent issues.
Yeah.
It's about growth. Yeah.
Yeah. Things that affect that, that like dealing with I said I wasn't gonna say nothing else. But yeah, go ahead, June.
No. That's not how we do here.
That's right. I think sometimes too, our transparency, because we're so comfortable with each other, it takes one of us to say, wow, what you just said, repeat that. And you don't realize that what you just said was a healing moment for yourself. You don't realize it just because we're just being transparent and we just get comfortable talking. And
tell us what's up. I'm listening.
And I'm just like, no, you fine. Go ahead, be the greeter. But that's a good thing. Paula, you make me sick. But you get what I'm saying, Juna. Like, like our own words, and something that, like, sometimes I'll look at y'all and be like, what you just said just really hit home for me today. Like, and nobody is trying to be more deep than the next one. There's no competition here. That's another beautiful thing. That is women just being transparent, being silly, loving on each other and growing together. Like, and people want that.
And they do. and that's it. It's just about being real and tangible. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people want. I can't tell you, like, I don't know if she's still on here, but I hope I don't butcher up her name, but Rasilia Bernie. She came to church a couple of like weeks ago, and she was just like, Pauletta, oh my God, like I get to meet you. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, me? Like, huh? But
That's sweet.
yeah, I know, but it was cool though, because I was just like, wow, like somebody recognized me, because I can't get a man to recognize me. But so if I could just be a blessing, if I could just touch one body, but it's cool to be able to be recognized like that. You know what I'm saying?
That is a beautiful thing. I was in Dollar General, and it was one of them days where, I just came on out and took a leap of faith and went in the store. I probably didn't need to be out. But I'm in the line just being cute with a little girl in front of me. Hey, and her mom said, "You're from the Her Lounge podcast." I'm like, "Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am." And she was like, "Oh, I listen to y'all all the time. When are y'all coming back?" So to know that people are being impacted by it, that makes a huge difference, because we wouldn't be us without y'all.
Right.
Like it makes you all make us better. That's why we want to hear from you all more this season. Like, we want to know what will help you. How can we? Because you never know what you say may help us and open up a whole nother, like the live thing we did.
I think we definitely need to do another live.
Yes.
That was good. That was fun. That was definitely fun.
We'll have some more game, like just interacting with each other. So much healing comes with that, and I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like that introverted part of me felt like I do enough in ministry. When I come home, I'm good now. So this has really let me see, girl, you really got some stuff you need to work on. But that's a good thing. I'm glad it came to the top.
We miss you too, Danny. And I think and I think when we do our lives, it just be some good, wholesome fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very rare to find some like fun without alcohol, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to find that, but to be able to go for Saturday night for about an hour and a half or whatever, laugh, talk, cry, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. Like, I think that's kind of dope. Charlotte said navigating today. Charlotte, like, I know, Charlotte. Like, it ain't even no navigation. You understand what I'm saying? Navigating today's dating scene for all age groups. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Because when here I am, Sarah in the tent. Yeah. But we do need to talk. We could talk more about dating, because I know it's a lot of. I have more single friends than I do married friends.
Wow.
And I'm 53, so that speaks volumes. And some of my friends who are single have been divorced already. So what's going on? I would really like to know, like, what's going on. Why? And I'm talking, and like a lot of my friends have stuff that's going on for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, good jobs, no kids, or have kids but the kids are grown, or have kids and the kids are doing well in school, they're self-sufficient, but well-educated women had their own stuff, their own car, all of that stuff. I'm sorry, it's a moth in here. They're just not, it's a cesspool. But yeah, we can definitely, it's peeing the pools out here. Yes. Yes, Danny. Yes. Evolving over 50, Dr. P. Yes.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
She like, we doing too.
But why is there echo?
Because I gotta turn it off. Hold on.
I mean, we can hear you loud and clear.
Evolving.
Hold on.
Please, can you write those down?
Yep, I already been writing them. Yeah.
Y'all hear me now?
Yes.
I had to get on my phone. I know it just said on the iPad that because I was on the iPad, they don't allow you to use that many mics. So.
Okay. So
She
talk
said-
to us, Lynn. We've been doing a lot of talking.
I hear y'all. She said, Ladies, I would love to hear you take on cussing in ministry, not like a drunken sailor, but a few slips. That may not be my topic, but
It
let
might not
Queens
be mine either. You might not be mad
let
at
Queens talk about that.
Right. Because when I tell you her mouth pure like a dove.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
Right.
tell that lie. Okay.
Okay, we can definitely do that. Balancing,
But the question is, what about it? Like, what we talking about? Doing
Yeah.
it or not doing it? Like, cause it depends.
like,
If
what
we
do you
talking about
do?
doing
Like,
it,
what do you do?
then
If,
Because she said curse, she said a few slip. Let me say this. I feel like, of course, I don't really want to say what I want to say because I know people ain't gonna be able to take what I'm gonna say as a pastor. But my take on that, because let me say this, a lot of things that we do are things that culture has made up, that culture has said is this, is that. Okay, so you got to think about it. When the Bible is talking about cursing, it's not talking about the words that we using today in modern Western culture. You got to think about this. That's way back then. SHIT, ASS, those words wasn't even being used. Well, ASS was for donkey. It wasn't even being used in that reference, which that's not excusing it. And you saying, well, you can say it because if the Bible, no. I'm just saying, I feel like if it's something you want to stop doing, you can if you want to. I believe if you ask God to help you, that he will assist you and he will help you. Do I think you damned to hell because you say a cuss word every now and then or you let something slip out? No, I don't. I really don't. Now, of course, as a believer, you don't want to be around here just cussing folks out and acting a fool and all that kind of stuff. And then you got a scripture, right behind it. And then you going back and forth. But, I don't think, sometimes I'm going to be honest with y'all. I think what we major in is minor with God. And I think what we minor in is major with God. I was talking to somebody a couple of days ago and, they was a, who's supporter. But whatever. But we were talking about, like we weren't talking. They don't know that I know that they're a supporter, which is fine. You can support. Well, it's not fine, but it is. You can do what you want to do. But the point that I'm saying is that I said to them, I believe that God is more concerned with how we treat each other above anything else. That's what I believe. I said, if you really want to know what I think what's going to mess a lot of us up is that we got a scripture in our mouth and hate in our heart.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to mess a lot of us up. Because we're going to be in heaven looking around and the people we think we're going to see, we ain't there. Because I'm telling you, it's not about mastering a scripture. It's not about mastering church. I'm telling you, he said the greatest of these is love. And I'm telling you, I think that's what God is majoring in. He's majoring in love. He's majoring in how we treat each other. He's majoring in how everybody just sitting around and, like even with these people that have been deported, like people are making fun. I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't make fun about that. It's just something that I don't do because it's not funny. Right. And I try to tell people, you got to realize if you really search scripture, not to go to church on it, if you really search scripture, your savior was a migrant. Him and his family flee to Egypt because Herod was trying to kill him. And theologically, I think they lived there, about 3 years, but they were quote unquote migrants in a country that they were not originally from. So my thing is, how are you going to say you love him and you don't love them when he was one of them? So, I know Miss Bella, you ain't asked for all of that, but I think God's major is about us loving each other. Right. I don't think he's going to kick you out the kingdom over a cuss word every now and then, or even a couple of times a day. I just really don't think he's majoring in the minor. I don't. Right. That's just my opinion.
Right. I get it. I mean, you're right. And I like that we major the things that we really need to be focusing on. Like we glaze over those things. And I think we glaze over those things because we don't, it's too much to deal with.
No,
we
we
don't want to.
glaze over it because we don't think it's important to us. Because
Mhm.
it's not important to us. It's not important because it's not important. Well, it is. Well, it's important to me as a person. As Juna, it's important to me. But me speaking in the general sense, it's not important to me that I treat you the way I want to be treated. You know what I mean? It's not important to me that I love you because in order for me to actually love you, I got to love me, which means I need to deal with my mess. And so in order for me to love you, I got to deal with me. And I don't want to deal with me, which is why I major on everything else except me.
Everything else.
That's so good.
That's the
That's
truth.
so good. And when he says love your neighbor as yourself, in order for you to really love somebody like you love yourself, you
Yeah.
have to put yourself in that position. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just sitting here and I'm just watching people and nobody is saying anything. You know why? Because it hasn't affected them.
Yep.
And because it hasn't affected you, you know, you don't care about it. You know, we just still dilly palling along. That's right. Empathy. There's a difference between empathy and sympathy. Empathy is putting myself in your position.
Mhm.
And I am telling you, as a nation, we do not understand where we are. We have positioned ourselves in the heart of God for what we are doing. I am telling you. So I'm just really just praying because I'm telling you, and I mean, all this little stuff that's happening, it ain't nothing but judgment. That's how I feel, you know, and it's just the beginning because for all of these ministers, all of these pastors, all of these preachers, all of these big time people that have influence to be silent while this stuff is going on and not saying anything, that's huge to me. I used to always wonder how somebody can hang somebody on a noose at 7:30 and be at 11 o'clock a.m. service on Sunday. But we living in it in real time. This is how it happened because people sat silently by and didn't say nothing. And it's amazing to me how some of these people, you tap on their Instagram at the top, they got a scripture. They so saved, they so believing in Christ, but yet you sit up and you literally spit on his creation. Who you think created these people? We all came from the same seed, essentially. We all literally came from the same seed. That's scientifically proven. The colors come from the plant.
Rotunda,
So yeah.
Rotunda said, "Baby, I had it bad. It came on me after my sister passed. Because baby, she used to curse so much. I prayed and prayed. I got in the shower and pulled your tongue, so you can stop cussing when you pull your tongue and speak. You better teach us, Rotunda." But I guess that's how she was able to stop cursing. Bella said, "I always used to wonder about that, but narcissistic people could do that because they're full of hate. They are. And narcissistic people, they only think about themselves. That's it.
Yep.
Nobody else matters.
Yep.
Nobody else matters." So, I mean, I hate
It's
it.
heartbreaking.
It is. It really is, and like I know that we have a huge we have a heavy Hispanic population and Spanish population. Well, let me say it's not Hispanic, Mexican population at my school. And when he got into office last year, at the beginning of the year, it dropped. Like a lot of them, just stopped coming to school. And then so I can only imagine what it's going to be like this semester with school starting, especially with the incidents down at UAB. And I think there was some other place here in Alabama.
What happened at
The ICE
UAB?
agents. Well, the ICE agents, they have all this new construction going on at UAB, and the ICE agents came to the construction site. And they everybody was just those who were undocumented got into cars and jeeps and whatever and were just fleeing. And I know for a fact, because when I was taking my swim lessons, like I park in a building and I have to walk past the construction site, and that's all that's there. You hardly see any Caucasian, any African Americans. It's just a lot of Spanish speaking people that are working. So I can only imagine the pandemonium when the ICE agents came on this construction site, and the panic
And let me say this. because of the rush decision making when it came to that, you don't just have undocumented getting caught up in the sauce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's not just undocumented people being impacted by this. You got people who are here on legal visas
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Just like
that are losing their jobs.
Just like he revoked all those Haitian immigrants,
Mm-hmm.
and he, revoked all their visas. And I think also, it wasn't Venezuelan. I can't remember the other people, but revoked all of them. These people were here legally.
It's sad. It just to see it unfold in front of your eyes, it's sad.
And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm in a place where this is where I am, and people could say this is extreme. You can do what you want to do, but I bet you I wouldn't sit under no pastor who ain't addressing it. Especially if somebody in a marginalized community or somebody in an ethnic community is in my church. No, you're not going to Jesus me and scripture me and praise and worship me over what's culturally happening. Mm-hmm. That's affecting people. That's tithing and giving into your church. Mm-hmm. And have been faithful to your church. And you ain't said a word. Mm-hmm. No. Now, people can do what they want to do. But I'm talking about me. I'm not going to be at a church where my pastor is not talking about things that affect me. And I ain't talking about a specific race, because there's a lot of us that ain't saying nothing. Mm-hmm. You shouting and you're prophesying, but you ain't speaking to what people having to deal with every day. Mm. And that's what Jesus dealt with the world issues. You know why? Because he said, hey, go down there, get the fish, get that money, because we got to pay taxes. That's a worldly issue.
Right. And even Paul, you have to think about, Paul was the one that was raising money for other churches, going to the other churches saying, hey, like, these churches are struggling over here. Like, we need to gather this money. Now, I ain't going to force you. I ain't going to beg you, but I'm hoping that your heart will lend to want to give to. So, like, we've always been a people who have thought about or considered those who are, underprivileged. But I was going to say that, in this time, you have to find some sort of balance, because you can get so caught up in because every day is something negative going on every day. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so you have to find some sort of peace, some sort of, activity that allows you to decompress. For me, it's working on jigsaw puzzles. You know what I'm saying? I got a bike now, so now I'm riding my bike. So you have to find something, because if not, you'll get caught up and this stuff will get in your system, and the hatred and the bitterness will start coming out of you. So you're going to have to find some sort of balance where you're not just ingesting all of this stuff. And
I totally agree, but I totally agree with that, because you have to bag off, decompress, stop looking, because that's actually self-care. I totally agree with that. But I also do not agree with just going on like ain't nothing happening.
Right.
And that's just because it's people that are being affected by this stuff, and they're already being affected by this stuff. And when all of this stuff go into play, when these children start new school year and they're not able to get free lunches and all this stuff like that, all these things happen, it's going to really hurt people and affect people. And I am telling you, I wouldn't be anywhere where no one isn't concerned about the issues that affect my community. And that's just me. And people can feel how they want to feel about it. That's how I feel. You can't preach to me and you don't care about what's going on in my community and the things that affect me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We want to be super spiritual. But why do you think Jesus fed the 5,000? Mm-hmm. Why? Feeding the 5,000 wasn't spiritual. It was natural. Right. Mm-hmm. These people been following me all day, sitting out here in the hot sun. I'm tired and hungry. Or am I going to meet a natural need as well? Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm saying. You want to know what Jesus would do? That's what he would do. So my prayer is, God continuing to make TPC a hub where we will have the resources to be able to fill in the gaps in the places that we need to fill in the gaps, and that God will bless us and he will open doors for us. And that's just one thing is going to do, it's going to push us back to community. It's going to push us back to taking care of each other and seeing about each other and making sure each other are okay, and stuff like that. The days of, hey, your mama got a cup of sugar. Hey, your mom. But those were the days when we stuck together. And I believe that's what it's pushing us to. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't be somewhere where my leader is silent in the midst of all this evil that's going on. That I just wouldn't. I ain't saying you got to be up preaching about that. That's not what I'm saying. But you need to be saying something. And I feel like your disagreement needs to be loud. The way your disagreement is loud about LGBTQIA+, the way your disagreement is loud about abortion, your disagreement should be loud about food being taken out of kids' mouths. It should be loud about how these families are being broken and taken apart. All of these people clapping. It's two genders. Well, with God, it always was two genders. All right. Even with the transgender thing, 1% of transgender people in sports. But if they putting it out there like our children being infiltrated by millions of people. I'm not saying
majoring in the minor.
Yeah, that doggone propaganda.
Mm-hmm.
Just like they making you believe DEI is the reason why a certain group of people can't advance. You know what I'm saying? When statistically Black women are the most educated group of people in the United States of America. Okay? But anyway, so my point that I'm making is, there you go. That's the point I'm saying, Bella. Silence saves complaints. I've lost a lot of respect for a lot of people I watched and listened to over the years. I have. Because when Barack was in office, a lot of people was real loud about everything he did, talking about him, calling him the Antichrist. When he did stuff that wasn't right, they was loud. Now it's pray for him. No, but you didn't say that about him. You didn't say that about the others. So that's where I'm at. You cannot preach to me. Now, y'all do what y'all want to do. You can't preach to me. I'm sorry. You can't be loud on one thing and silent on what I believe God cares about the most. Because how many times that he talked about the poor, the kids, the widows, the less fortunate?
He did.
Y'all probably wish my mic stayed off, but I'm done.
Oh, we did.
I told you she had a word for the people.
She told the truth.
But y'all sit up in these churches and pay your money to people that don't care nothing about people that look like you. Now do what you want to do with it.
Drop the mic.
Will there be one?
Right. All right, so we got a couple of topics.
Yep.
One was so Queese, just go back over what you got so far.
Okay, so I have developing as a woman of God, learning to pray, growing, and building a Christian village. Then I have navigating today's dating scene for all ages. Then I didn't know if this was actual a topic, but I think it would be good, evolving over 50.
Mm-hmm.
And
Darrell said that, I believe.
And then we kind of covered the cussing thing, but I wrote it down because I wanted to make sure I put everybody's thoughts down. If you got one, put it down, baby. I got you.
So we got a couple more minutes before we log off, y'all, because we were not going to keep you long tonight.
They can inbox us too, or
definitely,
message or email us.
Definitely. Any topic, and nothing is off limits. Nothing is
my
off.
Dad, child. When I tell you, my daddy caught me at the most unopportune time.
That's a dad.
Baby, he don't know.
Woo!
He don't know. But so that's a good. And of course, we have the topics that we are already going to cover.
Bless
but we definitely
hard.
He's so tender and precious. We definitely want to incorporate your ideas as what's up, Tanya? Everybody I didn't speak to Tanya, Connie, and it was somebody else that I didn't see since I'm the official greeter.
Yes,
yeah,
come on,
it was just Tanya Seals and Regina. I didn't speak to Regina. What's up, y'all? Thank y'all so much for joining our live. Our lives are always unscripted, definitely unscripted. So this. You want to hop on the lives because that's when it's unplugged. Ain't no beep, beep, ain't no going back. It's just, hey.
You get what you get on this live.
You get what you get. And I ain't had no nap today either. I'm live.
And I had just got up and was disoriented too.
You but
stumbled upstairs and got on here.
What's up, Sanchel? I'm gonna say this though, friend, and I'm gonna say this publicly. Like you weathered that storm with the audio. Like I just knew we was gonna see the iPad going across the room.
Man, I ain't even that person no more.
EI.
I'll
Come on, EI. Emotional intelligence. Y'all better talk about y'all. So again.
She said, I am no longer that person. Friend, I see you, friend.
Somebody said they unscripted.
You know what Keita said? Parenting through the hard seasons with your kids.
Got it.
That one? That's good, Keita.
Woo.
I think that'd be great if we have a parent to come on that we know weathered some stuff and they're on the other side of it with their kids. I think that would be really great.
Mm-hmm. That's a good topic.
Yeah.
That's a really good topic. You know, leaving legacy. You know, what kind of legacy are you leaving?
Yeah.
You know?
All right, y'all. Ain't no sense us dragging it on to 1 hour, baby. You know, now we just in a meeting by the morning. So we're gonna get on out the way. We don't want to be like we got finding something to say. So we appreciate you.
Wait, what was going? We was itty bitty.
Yeah. Right. And she said legacy is a good one. You said what, Pauletta?
We was like, so you seen that fly? You ate lunch today?
Right. I had a sandwich. All right.
You
said this.
You got them some pretty earrings you got on.
Well, of course, I'm on my phone, so where I would usually, I don't know if I'm gonna still be like in the studio, y'all.
What's up, Talia?
When I hit the end button. So if it's over, y'all know, have an amazing night. But thank y'all for holding it down. I know the people probably said, shoot, we wish she had stayed quiet. No. Came in fussing. Yeah, but I mean it. That's because I'm passionate about it.
I'm just gonna say that's not.
Yeah, because it greatly affects people that I lead. Yeah. It greatly affects people that I lead, and it greatly affects the community that my church is in. Mm-hmm. So, you know, that's why I take it like that. It affects my child who is super educated, but very little opportunities in this state. And come on, let's be honest. We know why. You understand what I'm saying? I'm looking at him. I'm looking at all of our graduates who coming out of school who have went and done well, and they had an education and experience, and they're not getting opportunities. And we know why.
Please. Get that one. You're right. Get that one.
Which one, baby?
Transactional relationship. You're right. That's in good. This country, you are absolutely right.
Okay, come back, Pam. You better come back.
Make sure y'all share this live and season 4 stars officially win. Transactional relationships.
We're gonna drop our first episode next week.
Yeah,
I might drop it this week.
Ooh. All right now.
Navigating.
Our first two episodes are going to be the first 100 days and dealing with rejection. Those were our first episodes. The first 100 days, not just in the nation, but in our personal lives, and then the rejection. We talked about rejection. Talia said navigating seasons of transition. That is very good.
Right. We've been on for 3 hours and now everybody got all these topics.
Transition is not always easy.
Y'all got 55 seconds.
What did you say?
Transactional relationships.
I got that one.
Leaving a legacy.
I got that.
We need to talk about when God say, let it go.
Okay. Got it.
Let it go. So that should be a whole season right there.
Oh yeah, it is.
And definitely, as Quee said, if there are any other topics, definitely inbox us and we will definitely see if we can get it to, if not this season, on the season 5.
Really? Yeah, I know it's time to go now because Paula just, yeah. All right, y'all. Have a good night. We thank y'all so much for being on. I just appreciate y'all for being patient. I just had to try to figure out a way to get in here before it was over. So I just thank y'all. Thanks, Queasy, Juna, and Pauletta for holding the fort down. And I think this was a great conversation. We're so excited to be back. Podcasting for us really don't feel like podcasting because we vibe so organically. Like it's not something that we gotta try to do. We come in the room laughing. Desi will tell you we come in the room acting a fool, and a whole lot of stuff she can't put on tape that we say that we do because
That's why you gotta catch the lives.
all four of us crazy in our own little way. And that's the only thing. Like everybody got their own different personality, but everybody is hilarious in their own way. So yeah, I think that's why we vibe. I just really think it's divine. I really do. I think it's a divine connection. So we love y'all. You all have a great night and catch us for season 4 in not many days.
Gang, gang.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.